hello and welcome. My name is Meg. I am a costume designer and maker, and I specialise in making fantasy fashion and historical inspired costumes, all from secondhand and repurposed materials. I like to find the magic in the mundane, if you will, and the purpose of this channel is to hopefully inspire you guys to do the same thing. I am filming this intro on my phone because I'm having some memory card issues with my camera, so apologies if the framing is a little bit weird. I don't know, I'm still getting used to filming videos. And also apologies for all the noise outside. My studio is on the side of a very busy road and there's just traffic back and forth all the time, so apologies if you can hear that in the background of this video too. So I'm back with another video for you today, and it's one that I'm really excited about. I'm filming this intro like a year since I actually made the dresses and filmed the rest of this video, okay? Yeah, it's been a busy year. Definitely just fell out of the habit of like doing YouTubey stuff, but we're back, and I didn't want to discard all of the footage of everything that I was working on last year. I still want to use it and put out these videos for you, so yeah, we're kind of like mixing up the timelines a little bit between now and back then. So last year I was part of a very exciting photo shoot with a lovely bunch of creative people, including the amazing Kotak, who was the photographer. We decided to do like a medieval pre-Raphaelite kind of inspired photo shoot down in Oxford. I was going to be in the photo shoot and also making the dresses as well. I had the perfect fabrics for them. A couple of years ago, a family friend donated me loads of stuff. She basically gifted me a massive bag full of amazing Indian and South Asian formal wear dresses, saris. Look how beautiful are they? And I just immediately thought that these kinds of textures and vibrant colours and all the embroidery and beading, I thought just lended themselves so these just lent themselves so well to that kind of like royal court medieval kind of aesthetic. So I basically decided to repurpose a bunch of them to make these dresses. That is why she gave them to me. She wanted me to do something really cool with them. For this video you will see me making 3 dresses, and all inspired by like pre-Raphaelite paintings and that kind of era. But yeah, you're gonna see me upcycling these, and then I'm going to take you down to Oxford with me for the amazing photo shoot that we did. We actually created a short film whilst we were there as well, so I'm going to add that onto the end of this video. I will put timestamps, don't know why I'm doing this, I'll put timestamps in the video for you if you want to kind of like skip ahead to the different stages. That's what this video is about, and I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, let's get into it.
So I started by picking out my favourite pieces, and I started off with this blue set which consisted of a tunic, a pair of trousers and a matching like sari scarf that went with it. So the blue set had some orange embroidery on it, so I actually picked out an orange set as well because I thought maybe I could combine the two, and I just had a bit of a play around, basically just tried to get some ideas going, and then I started unpicking bits where I knew I wanted to make some modifications.
Okay, so I'm just showing you where I'm at with this. So basically I took the original tunic, and because I want these dresses to be a bit more structured, I've got some old second-hand corsets. So a lot of these are dead stock bridal corsets. Some of them have been cut off of the dresses. This one was from another project of mine which I tried to dye it and it didn't really go the right colour, so I'm using that on the inside, and then I've basically reshaped the tunic around it, so I've just pinned that for now, but I've noticed there's some like watermarks on the fabric, and this was at the bottom of the tunic, so I'm thinking I might chop up this trim and then like kind of place it in certain areas, just kind of disguise this a little bit, but yeah, I'm liking how it looks and feels so far. So now I've got the tunic kind of like hand stitched over the top of the corset. I need to think about the sleeves, and this outfit came with these amazing trousers. So my plan for these is to use each trouser leg as a sleeve. So I was sort of thinking I could do something kind of like this, use this bit of embroidery up here, and then maybe have like some sleeve cuffs or something, because that feels very like Renaissance, pre-Raphaelite kind of vibes to me. Yeah, we're basically going to make some sleeves out of some trousers. So this is where I'm currently at with the blue ones, and I hand stitched the braiding all along underneath the bust. You can see where I kind of hand stitched it on there. And then, as I mentioned before, the trousers I was turning into sleeves, so I've attached those up at the top here, and then I'm going to make some arm cuffs to kind of gather this in, and then I don't know, I might have a couple of different points of gathering the sleeves in, but yeah, I'm really happy with it so far. So now I'm just moving on to the skirt.
So for the skirt, I basically combined a bunch of different things. So I combined one of the orange scarves with one of the blue scarves and just kind of loosely cut this into a bit of a skirt kind of shape. I wanted like a panel down the front, and it was just a case of figuring out how to attach these together because they both had embroidery around the edges. So I wanted to utilise that and make sure that I wasn't stitching over loads of beads and things like that.
Hello! Okay, so it's been a while since I filmed making these dresses. I kind of have had a really busy couple of months, and just had to get on with it with the dresses without stressing too much about filming, because that was kind of really slowing me down and these really needed to get done. But I have basically finished 3, and I'm going to talk you through the dresses now, and then after we've done that I'm going to try them on a little bit as well, and then we will travel down to Oxford and I'm going to take you with me.
Okay, so dress number 1 is the blue dress that you just watched me make. You can see I added some underskirts here that I already had just to add a bit of volume, and I gave this one a lace up back as well to make it a bit more adjustable, and then I created some oversleeves to go over the sleeves, and then I added some finishing touches like this pearl belt, which was actually an old Christmas decoration that I got from my mum's house, and a second-hand vintage brooch to finish it off.
I'm really happy with it. I think the sleeves especially, just like, they're just my favourite thing. I absolutely love it. A friend of mine actually gave me this underskirt, which I feel like just adds another layer of princess to this dress.
Okay, so now we move on to dress number 2. So for this one, the skirt was actually just from the original set, and I just kept that as it was, and I got a second-hand bridal corset and upcycled that with loads of the trim. It made these amazing sleeves as well, and I actually lined the sleeves with a pair of second-hand net curtains I got in a charity shop, and decorated this whole thing with some second-hand jewellery. So it's time to try it on, and yeah, I really loved twirling around in this one.
Oh my god, I actually love it so much. So the sleeves kind of need to be a little bit tighter, but it's really hard to do that on myself. These sleeves are everything. I'm like hitting my mirror.
Now we've done that, it's time to look at dress number 3. So I was actually proactive and sort of photographed what this set originally looked like, so you can see the transformation a little bit better. Similarly to the last one, I kept the skirt as it was, and I used the scarf that came with it to make the sleeves, as well as a second-hand bridal corset. And this one is like, I think this one's my favourite just because these colours are like my favourite kind of colours. So yeah, I was really happy with this one, as you are about to see.
Oh my god, I love this one so much. I feel like this one looks so much better on a person than on the mannequin, but I just love it.
So now it's time to take the train down the country to Oxford. I had quite a long journey ahead of me, so basically got to the Airbnb, said hi to everyone, and then I didn't record anything else, just went to bed. Then I did the thing where you pretend like you're waking up in the morning, although I kind of was just waking up. I mean, you can tell by my face. So I started getting ready pretty much straight away. Nettie, our amazing hairstylist, started doing my hair as I slowly woke up and ate some breakfast. We had a good chat and then waited for everybody else to arrive so we could should continue getting ready. So we actually shot at a couple of different locations. We started off at these amazing medieval stone ruins and took loads of photos there and in the surrounding areas as well. And then we headed over to Durin's door, which is a really old church door that everybody will have seen on their Pinterest if they are fantasy lovers. So yeah, we took loads of photos around there as well and waited for the sun to go down so we could get some golden afternoon light. We also had a really talented videographer with us throughout the day called Richard, and he made an amazing film from this day. So I'm going to leave you there and let you watch it in peace, and I hope you enjoy it.
It's always such a pleasure to work with Bella and Nettie and Yinzi and the whole team. It's always such a pleasure to work with them. Big shout out as well to Sammy from Mr. Mortimer's Wife, who lent us the most amazing headpieces. Yeah, it's an incredible team and I'm so grateful to all of them, and to Richard for making the amazing film as well. I will link everybody in the description below, so please feel free to go and check out their work because they are a really talented bunch. Stay tuned as well if you want to see the final photos from the shoot. I know Bella has been working on them behind the scenes, so hopefully they'll be out soon. Okay, so that concludes our video for today. I love these dresses so much. They are definitely some of my favourite creations from last year. I've decided to keep this one for myself. The blue one I actually sold to Yinzi, one of the other models from the shoot, and the red one is currently for sale on my Etsy shop at the time of filming this, so feel free to go and check that out. I'll put a link to my shop below if you want to grab this dress for yourself. It is currently available. Massive shout out as well to my patrons, Jake, Simon, Melanie, Charlotte and Denise. I really appreciate you guys, thank you so much. If you would like to become a patron and get some exclusive behind the scenes stuff, some discounts for my Etsy shop and other little perks and things like that, feel free to check out my Patreon, I'll link it below, as well as my Etsy shop, my Instagram if you want to go check that out. I'm really active over on there. As always, a shout out to my little sisters Olivia and Isabel, and a shout out to my sister Ellie, who I'm sure will have done the thumbnail for me for this video because she's star. I think that is everything. Feel free to like and subscribe. Please subscribe if you want to, if you're interested in seeing the other kind of things that I'm going to be getting up to. I've got loads of projects coming up this year, so yeah, feel free to subscribe, and you can also turn on the notification bell as well to make sure that you don't miss future videos. And with that, I am gonna go because my phone is gonna run out of charge. So I will see you all soon. Bye! It's so warm. Definitely